the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Coach Brome told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Second and long here. Looking to throw. Misses badly on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's McCoy. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Cardinals will line it up on first and 10. Snagged it, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, One possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Trying to get the corner. Looking for a crease. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Pulls it and runs it again. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Sells to run, looking to pass. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. On play action. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Hauls it in at the 40. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They even things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to punt, and he's got room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Reed unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board there.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Reed. Right side, it's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The run inside. It's Edwards. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Out wide right, it's Bussey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, put you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Throwing Reed. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggie. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, it's Edwards. He's past the marker. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something there. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. To the ground, he's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. offense getting set for first down. Reed on the play action. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the move. Left side is Bussey. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go with a direct snap. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Reed to throw. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Number 98, set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Reed. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hits inside, it's Owens. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Ready. White, 29, white, 29. Put hard.
Keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Reed. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Changing the routes with his receivers. 4th down, Reed. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. He's at the and he scores! Touchdown, Aggies!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Second down, gonna throw it. Left side, it's McCoy. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Right side, it's Foley. Bulldozes his way through. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Between the hashes, it's Foley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
There he goes, headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it himself. Keeps it looking for room. Got room at the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Owens.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long coming up. Making the adjustment on the play. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play,
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running inside, it's Owens. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
at this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab deep. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on first. Looking for a big play. And his throw is incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Long way to go on second down. They'll give it to Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. Sells the fake. He's going to run it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Needs it here on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, dude.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Play fake, Reed. Out wide right, it's Bussey. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Pass to 6. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Throwing Reed. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Louisville calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. 825.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They were all over it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Buying a little time to his left. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Unloads it left. Had to force that one.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. On the return, it's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. Reed. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship